The old Ford is pulling codes 311 and 332. 311 is thermactor air system inoperative, and 332 is insufficient EGR flow. And if you look at this truck, you'll see that there's the AIR pump and there's nothing coming off of it. There was basically a AIR pump delete under this truck. You can see the hoses, the vacuum tubes that went to the pieces of it have been plugged. And these two solenoids are the TAD and TAB solenoids, and they've been left intact. So I really don't think that's electronically kicking out a signal. And here's the EGR. You can see that it has a green tube going to it. Now all these vacuum devices, there's the green tube, are basically fed from the manifold, which is a red tube that comes off there, goes around the back of the engine, and then goes to my vacuum canister. So the first thing I did was see if the canister holds vacuum. To check if the vacuum canister holds vacuum, I basically plugged the outlet side and then hooked up my vacuum pump to the inlet side. So we'll see what happens here. Not holding vacuum at all, so I'll take the can out and have a better look at it. So on closer inspection, the underside of this coffee can, or vacuum canister, whatever you want to call it, is completely rusted. So I'm basically going to make a new one on the cheap. So what I've done here is I found a plastic container with a screw-on lid that feels like it's fairly durable. Got myself a hole saw and took the fitting out of the top of that can. In this fitting there's a one-way valve, so when the engine doesn't have any vacuum it doesn't escape out of the canister. And I'll be drilling a hole on top of this and epoxying this valve on the top of this can. I went and got some 5-minute epoxy from the hobby store, mixed that up, and I've scuffed the top of this container. So we'll see how this works out. This 5-minute epoxy works great. You just mix it at a 50-50 rate. And we'll let her set up on our concentrated bleach container here, which has been cleaned out. And if this works, I'm going to go ahead and paint it afterwards, just for cosmetics. So here's our canister. We're going to check to see if it holds vacuum. And this is actually a failure. You'll see why. At 5 inches of vacuum, it just collapses. We decided to go ahead and check the other vacuum canister for the cruise control. You can see that that thing is toast as well, so we had a second vacuum lead. And we're going to go ahead and make some canisters out of some Schedule 40 PVC. We've never done PVC before. Basically what we're doing is we're taking a cleaner, cleaning up all this plastic. We're taking a primer. Priming it up real good. Really should try to do both sides if you can. I'm trying to not make too big of a mess here. And then take some cement. And when you put it together, if you can, give it a twist. These are some pretty big pieces though. Hold it for a minute, otherwise sometimes it'll walk apart. And there you have it, a glue joint on PVC. So here's the finished product. This could be painted. And you can see it's holding vacuum. This canister is nearly identical in volume to the original canister. So here's the finished product. There's one. Hopefully that gets rid of the codes. And the other one is over there underneath the coolant and windshield washer reservoir. Here it is. At least I got rid of one of the check engine codes. Just got done running the truck with the new vacuum canisters, and it turns out the check engine light does not come on. The code 311 is still present, but it won't trip it on. I think I can live with that, considering that this truck had an air pump delete.